What are we playing, cats?
We are playing Love is Strange. Chapter 2. Rachel Amber.
Chapter 2, Rachel Amber.
The mystery.
Her bad Australian accent.
The mystery Australian.
Alright, so, we'll take turns narrating again in our normal voices, because I don't want to do mixed dog all the time.
Mixed dog.
And we're gonna pick Rachel Amber for the contest person. If you don't know what's going on, go watch Chloe's playthrough, because we played through everything.
Oh.
Are you sure you want to choose Rachel?
She's kinda hot, yeah.
She's pretty hot, yeah. Let's go.
I like her earrings.
Ready for your close-up? Ooh.
Who goes?
I'll narrate this scene and then we'll take turns.
Okay.
If I'm supposed to pick a partner to take a photo with, then maybe it'd just be a good strategy to ask an inspiring model. The contest theme is bonds. Maybe the bond between photographer and subject is just the natural choice here. I know that Rachel is willing to model for just about anyone with a camera. She knows that she's really good at it. Sometimes she even does the asking. I don't think anybody's going to forget the time she walked across campus handing out headshots last year. Only Rachel Amber could get away with something like that. But I've never directly asked her to pose for me before. She's in plenty of my candid shots, along with Chloe, but nothing formal like this. It's not that I haven't wanted to, but I figured that she's probably not into my retro style. She has the kind of face that deserves to be shown in HD. High fashion campaigns are never shot with instant cameras. I might be wasting your time completely. But she's smiling at me, like an invitation. At least, I think that's what it means. I can't really tell. As always, Rachel's an eternal enigma. I knew I'd be a contest. It'd be a contest. Not me. I'm not a contest.
You're a contest for me. I mean, how did you know? I seriously wasn't expecting it, even though I was expecting it.
Well, mostly because there was one this time last year. Oh, yeah, that's true. But also because I might have mystical powers. She winks and then looks at me expectantly. Is this my cue? How does Chloe manage to decipher Rachel's signals anyway? I've got to ask her for a lesson sometime soon.
Rachel, are you a dark magician?
Rachel leans in, her elbows on the desk, her chin in her hand. She looks like she's plotting something. Yes? She totally already knows what I'm going to say, doesn't she? I can hear it in her tone. My face feels warm.
You're so hot. I mean, I was wondering if you'd want to, be my partner for this thing, you know.
And then I hasten to add.
But yeah, if you want to work with Evan or Hayden or all those other losers, that's cool too. You know.
Rachel lifts a hand and catches her feather earring between her fingers. She turns her eyes up towards the ceiling and then back to me. I can't read her at all. I have no idea what to expect. Maybe she wants time to scope out her prospects first. I bet half the class is itching to ask her to be their partner.
She's hot.
I was hoping you'd ask. Let's fucking do it.
Right.
Mixed Dog turns at the sound of the expletive. Rachel just smiles dazzlingly at them and they move on. Hold on. She said yes. And she was hoping I'd ask?
For realsies!
For real! We're interrupted by Mixed Dog trailing back to the front of the classroom and clearing their throat. Oh no. Alright. I've got to get to today's lecture. If you haven't picked a partner yet, then be sure that you do before class lets out. Settle back into my seat as the lesson begins, but I can barely focus. All I can think about is the contest. The class lets out, it feels like hours later, and I leap out of my seat. Rachel's taking her time getting to her feet, sweeping her long hair out back behind her shoulders as she gathers her things. Her phone gives a little buzz. She gives it a quick glance, pausing for a moment to stare, before she tucks it away and then turns to me. Sup? She doesn't wait for me to answer before continuing on. So, I'm a little busy this week, but I'm gonna try to give you as much time as I can. Around when do you want to hook up for this, sexy thing?
In my bedroom. I mean, any time would be fine. Any time.
To be honest, I'm still stuck on the thought that Rachel agreed to be my partner. I'd made a pretty impulsive choice by asking her. Not that working with Rachel would be a bad thing. Rachel's been nothing but nice to me since the day I met her. But she has so many different options. I can see Hayden looking towards her like he's thinking of asking, until he seems to realize that she's already matched up.
She's just looking at the zooms. I mean, were you really hoping I'd ask you?
I wasn't winking at you just to exercise my eyelid muscles, if that's what you're wondering. You're gonna let me model for you, right?
Right, yeah.
I give a nervous little laugh as we cross the classroom. I stand aside as Rachel gives Mixed Dog our names for the registration sheet. When we're both marked down, she turns back to me, one hand on her hip. She looks so cool and confident that I just feel even more awkward in comparison. If any time is fine, then how about lunchtime tomorrow? We can meet out at the quad.
Okay. Then we can find time that works for both of us. For the photo, right? For the photo, I mean, right?
Right. I hesitate, thinking of all the social obligations that Rachel seems to constantly have.
I know you got a lot going on. I'm not cool.
It's fine. I'm all in. She smiles brightly at me. I'm a little startled by her total lack of hesitance, but I smile back.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Just then, Rachel's phone starts ringing. She pulls it back out and stares at the screen, frowning slightly. Hey, I'm sorry, but I've got to take this.
Oh, it's no problem. I'll see you later. Or tomorrow, or someday.
Thanks, Max. See you soon, Kay. She reaches out to squeeze my arm and then swipes to answer the call. As she walks out of the classroom, I can hear her greet whoever is on the other end of the line. Hey! Yes, of course I've got time to talk. I don't feel like I've learned much about why Rachel agreed to partner with me for the contest. Whenever we've spent time together before, it was almost always with Chloe there. So it feels a little weird to think that this is going to be just Rachel and I. It could be hella awkward, but she said yes. If anything, I just feel more confused about Rachel's agreement now. But I guess I can start nosing around for answers tomorrow.
I just wonder who partners with Chloe now.
No, hun. I don't think Chloe even enters if we're not, with her.
Ah.
I asked Rachel. The contest theme is bonds, so model plus photographer, artist plus muse. When I was thinking of who to ask, it just seemed kinda logical at the time. But now that the excitement of the contest is fading, I'm wondering why the hell she agreed to help out. What's even in it for her? I've never been able to understand Rachel that well. Or myself, apparently. That's you, boo-boo.
Oh, it's my turn. Yay! Even a year in, I feel overwhelmed and thankful to be at Blackwell Academy. Especially on days like this. Yeah. The campus is beautiful in the fall, like something out of a book, or a movie.
Or a video game.
Or a video game. I mean, what? On some days, I start to feel like Blackwell has become second nature to me, and it's easy to overlook the little things that I love so much about it. But on days like today, I feel excited about it all over again, and the way I was when I first got my acceptance letter. Ooh. Even just getting to eat my lunch outside by the fountain feels like a total novelty, or a privilege. I usually eat lunch with Chloe, or I take tea with Kate, but I like having the chance to sit alone sometimes. I really like just watching everyone here. That's weird, isn't it? My mind's always working like a camera, even when I don't have one on my hands. I'm supposed to meet with Rachel out here. I'm still waiting, so I take a look around as I nosh on my sandwich.
Nom nom nom.
I love Blackwell's old brick buildings. They're especially pretty in the fall, when the leaves all turn the same shades of red and orange. That's probably why you can... Sorry. That's probably why you can always find people sprawled all over the grounds. Everyone looks so comfortable out here lazing on the grass. I think my favorite part about the quad quad?
The quad.
What's the quad?
It's like I think it's like the main area of the school, like grounds.
Oh. No.
It's that area outside the front of the school with all the art shit.
Oh, okay. I think my favorite part of the quad is that Blackwell's always rotating the art displays. There's something new in them every month. Sometimes it's student work, but sometimes they feature work by famous artists. Half of my hopes to eventually be able to see one of my photos in one of these displays. But the other half of me is saying, no way. Yeah.
No way, Jose.
Yeah, I have to work on that. On my confidence. Oh! Snap! My friends are always reassuring me. And I know they wouldn't mind, but it's hard to be objective about your own work. You have to suffer for your art, right? I'm my own worst critic. Or maybe I'm feeling extra crispy sensitive. Extra crispy sensitive. Because I'm so nervous about
Man, I want KFC now.
Crispy feelings. Crispy chicken.
Crispy sensitive? Crispy chicken.
There's been butterflies in my stomach since yesterday. I can't believe I'm going to be working with Rachel on it. Whoa! I could have asked anyone, but Rachel's the closest thing to Blackwell has to a real deal model. She is a model. And I've never worked with one before. Why did I even ask her? I'm so nervous. Rachel's so hot. Rachel's had her photo taken by so many people at Blackwell. Legit photographers.
Is that our thing now?
Let's
just keep doing it, it's fine. Keep going.
I legit didn't try to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Evan. Evan's a legit photographer, even though he's kind of a dork and he thinks he's better than everyone else. Then there's me and my Insta camera. Rachel's so nice, I probably put her on the spot, so she felt obligated to say yes because I'm a total loser and nobody likes me and I'm just going to keep putting myself down and go cry. Yesterday, it had seemed like the perfect plan for all the 5 seconds before the doubt began trickling in. And then I spiraled down into my lonely sadness as always. My self-loathing.
The black abyss.
I scream into the void.
And it screams back.
Hold on. This kind of negative thinking is just making those butterflies multiply. Rachel's my friend, you know. Friend? Where is she anyway? I've been waiting for almost 10 minutes. Probably late like Chloe.
Now I'm really interested in what Max says if we pick Victoria. Like, why the fuck?
Well, they're probably like, she's a professional photographer. And
she's really hot.
She's hot. And she's got skill, because at the beginning Max is like, well, Victoria has skill, I have to admit it. But then who would take the picture?
I don't know.
Not that I'm annoyed. I know that Rachel has a really busy social life. It's almost like she knows how to be everywhere at once. Speaking of being everywhere at once, there's some graffiti here with her name in on the fountain. Well, she is a graffiti artist. I lean over to examine it. Just gonna push you in. Wowzer, that's really mean. It's not the first time I've seen something like this either. In the bathrooms, in the dorms, on the desk, I bet Victoria put it. There's lots of not so nice stuff written about Rachel in all the grungiest corners of the campus. I'm not sure why. Rachel's not the kind of person who would do anything to actually deserve this kind of shit written about her. It's because she's pretty and people like her.
Mm-hmm.
At least, I don't think she is. Secret drug dealer.
Maybe.
I've known Rachel for a year already, and I still feel like I don't know that much about her. I mean, I know the basics. She's a girl,
She's got a nice face.
Says Parte. And
She's Australian for some reason.
she's a model. Yeah. She's friends with Chloe, so she's my friend. She was there for Chloe when I wasn't. And although I'll never get back those years I was away from my best friend, at least she had Rachel to lean on. And she's probably the most popular girl at all of Blackwell. Even if Victoria Chase officially wears the crown, Rachel has more friends than I ever thought it was humanly possible to have. But I feel like there's lots I still don't know about her. I'm sure of one thing, though. No one deserves to have something like this written about them in a public place, or anywhere. I slid my bag over to cover the graffiti and look at the rainbow bracelet on my wrist that Rachel made for me. Oh. And just like that, with perfect timing, I hear her voice. I look up. She's giving me a wave as she approaches the fountain.
Hey, Max!
Hey, Rachel!
I totally meant to get here sooner.
It's cool. You're cool. You're hot. You're cool. It's cool. I was eating anyway. I was snacking.
Oh, good. So, you won't mind if I do? I keep running into distractions. I haven't even had time to eat all day.
That's how she's so scary. Now that I take a good look at her, I see that Rachel really looks like she's been in a rush. I'm glad I decided to be patient. She's always got so much on her plate. Of course I don't mind.
And I keep getting sidelined. I should start wearing rollerblades, that I could just fly past all the skater bros.
I look beyond her shoulder. The skater bros are all hanging out by the steps like they always are. One of them waves at us, or maybe just at Rachel, like. That's sad. I know she hangs out with them a lot. I don't know how one person manages to fit into so many social groups. Isn't it like you can only know 50 people before you stop, like, actually knowing people?
I'm not sure.
You break their hearts. Justin's clearly drooling. I can see it all the way from here. Ooh.
Hell yeah, I'd crush him. I want to be a man-eater.
Oh shit. I thought you wanted to be a model eater.
Part and parcel, Max.
She grins at me. It's so bright and warm.
And sexy.
I feel like that'd be an evil grin. Because you're like, I want to eat people.
I don't think she was being serious.
Rachel's smile has a way of making you feel special. Like she's totally happy to be devoting all of her attention to you. Well, maybe that's her secret to popularity. Well, I need you to keep it to the modeling for this contest, if that's cool with you.
Ice cold.
I cringe, open mouth, insert foot much self. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's cool, Max.
Oh, of course, cool. She laughs. I feel embarrassed. Of course I misunderstood. I'm reminded again of how there's a lot I still don't know about Rachel. Is it that I'm totally socially awkward, or is it that she's an enigma?
Both.
Yep. Maybe it's a bit of both.
Anyway, I'm so excited for this thing.
Really? I mean, me too, but...
Come on, sit with me over there.
Before I can respond, Rachel is reaching down to loop her arm around one of mine. She locks her grip on me, and I try not to stumble as I stand. Rachel leans into me, smiling, and she tugs me towards the tree. I'm a little startled, but Rachel's always been really physical. She's always tapping your shoulder, or reaching for your arm, or hugging you to say hi. I like that about her. She's so extroverted compared to me. It's quieter here anyway from the sound of the fountain. Are you sure that she's doing that to everybody, or does she just do that around you and you assume that she does that to everybody?